He's known in Italy as Captain Coward, accused of showing off while at the wheel of a 112,000-ton cruise liner and ultimately causing it to sink. 18 months on, as Francesco Schettino starts his trial, this is what's become of the Costa Concordia, the most expensive accident in maritime history and the scene of 32 deaths. Captain Schettino is accused of causing this shipwreck and then abandoning it, as well as multiple manslaughter. Hopefully this trial will reveal exactly why such a sophisticated ship hit the jagged rocks and whether Schettino really did just trip and fall into one of the first lifeboats, as he says, leaving thousands of passengers on board. For those left behind, there was panic. With no clear evacuation instructions, many just jumped into the darkness and swam to shore. Mara Parmigiani was lucky enough to get on one of the few lifeboats. But amid the chaos, she remembers meeting the ship's youngest victim.
I have a clear memory of this little child on the ship's bridge with her father. She was petrified. I gave her a teddy bear I had in exchange for a kiss. Apparently they went back to their cabin as the crew told them to. They didn't have life jackets and they drowned.
Back on Giglio, the wreckage is marring the tourist view for another summer. The salvage team admits it will be months before the waters will be clear again.
We lost almost 2 months through the winter period, and then drilling into the granite and the slope of the granite that she's resting on, it's almost 35, 45 degrees in places. And by the end of August, the very first days of September, we're ready for the power buckling operation. So what we have to do before we get permission for that is submit all the documentation to the authorities, and then they can give us a final go-ahead.
But there's no guarantee that the ship can be rolled upright and survive intact. For its former captain, this trial could also last for months, as the court will hear testimony from more than 100 of the former passengers and workers who survived the Costa Concordia disaster. Charlie Angela, Al Jazeera, Giglio.